Hello everyone, welcome to the penultimate round of the 10th season of Enduro World Series racing. We are at EWS Crans-Montana. Ruaridh Cunningham joining me as ever for course preview. Ruaridh, it's a bit of a rider's favourite this one, isn't it?
Yeah, Crans-Montana, our second time here, Rick, in the heart of the Swiss Alps, and yeah, I've been out on the trails already, and I think I don't know if you'll quite enjoy them, but I certainly will.
Yeah, I remember from last year, it's really, the stages here are a tale of two halves, aren't they? You've got the big fast burly stuff up top, and then once you get into the trees, it becomes probably a lot more familiar to riders, more used to places like the lower half of Valais, Tweed Valley, that kind of terrain.
Yeah, I would say a lot of bike parking in the Crans-Montana race, some big jumps, some big features, which is kind of, quite unique for this series, but an amazing mix and just the stunning surrounding. And most of all, the Z-Boys as organisers. So
big up the Z-Boys.
Big up the Z-Boys.
What are we going to do first? I'm going to do two stages today. Tell me which one we're going to do first.
So first one I'm going to do is called Kalfstart, which starts just behind us. That's stage 4 in the race, the penultimate stage, but also the Queen stage. We'll get you down that, and then I think we'll jump onto the Pro stage for the next one.
Nice. Well, let's just have a look at what the full course looks like here at EWS Crans-Montana. So the first stage, which will be the Pro stage on Saturday, is L'Amour Toxique, 4.25 kilometers long with a drop of 765 vertical meters. Stage 2, which will be the first of the full course on Sunday, is called French Exit. It's 2.96 kilometers. Stage 3, Cooper at 2.7 kilometers in length with a drop of 600 meters. Stage 4, we are about to sample the Queen stage, Kalfstart, 4.7k long with a drop of nearly 680 meters. And then finally, L'Amour Toxique again rounds things out at 4.25 kilometers. So all that leaves us is actually doing it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. I enjoyed this place last year, so let's give it a go.
Let's do it.
Watch the bike.
All right then, Kalfstart, which is German for cold start, and it's certainly that. Straight into this really fast single track, quite narrow, lot to catch you out. Speed of this already so high.
Yeah, missed that. Just these little fine pieces that you need to hook up. Difficult as well, these little ruts we're in. Hanging in quite a lot. It's easy to clip a pedal. The tyres leant over, some edge grip.
So into this next section, a couple of kind of rocky blind crests here. It gets a bit steeper. Oh, it's heavy raking into that. He's made it. And back into now what is the old Black Deno track. And as you can see, should I say, they're different. It's steep, rocky, loose, lots of lines. Big contrast from the other part of the trail, up top. Rock, big ones everywhere. Really nice little section in the woods here. And into this pretty cool hip jump.
Ah, what? Of course I wasn't making that. It's completely blind, you.
I told you it was. I told you it was blind. I said it would be all right. Really, really fun. Got a couple little jumps coming up. Whoop. Double over the left there. And really wide here. A lot of scope for lines. The loose surface. Really got to try and get squared off because you don't want to lean in too much.
All the trick here. Where am I going? Down into this rut. And look at the route. Oh. Whoa. Big holes now in between everything.
been a really dry summer in the Alps, so everywhere it's kind of dusty and loose. And then we're coming up to the infamous gully section. And I know what's awaiting us down here.
Right, Ruaridh, this is kind of infamous, this section, isn't it? There's a more straightforward sort of S-bend line here, I am definitely taking. And then on this side, we've got one of what I'm going to say is enduro racing's biggest lines.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong, Rick. You're certainly going to be through there. This is...
like a football rolling down some stairs, right, go on.
Yeah, this is, I'm not going to lie, this is a big one. Infamous gully section here at Crans-Montana. And this line, it's, you know, I'd say there's probably going to be 10, 20 riders in the race doing this. You've got this off-camber, rooty, rocky line, very, very narrow. Off-camber, you've got to glance the tree. If you jump too far left, you're straight into the rock on the left. You're landing in the gully, but there isn't actually a smooth transition to this one. It's actually just a big step. Now, last year we saw quite a lot of riders tactically tagging the step to try and slow down a little bit, but you can jump the whole thing, and then you've got to get the anchors on and get around that corner at the bottom. It's I think, definitely formidable, as we would say.
It's definitely formidable, there's no question about that. I think what's really, really interesting for me, standing looking at this, who's obviously not going to do it, is how difficult the approach is actually. Like, if you just look this direction, that's a big pull into a lot of speed, into certain crisis management. But actually manoeuvring your way up and down and into this and having the speed to do it, no laughing matter.
The terrain won't look as steep as it is, you know, on camera. It is very steep, so you don't actually have to carry a huge amount of speed in. You can probably let off from this step here, roll and have the speed to jump it. But you've got to think, the guys have been riding for what, 5 minutes by the time they get to this point? The top of this track's really physical. So it's like, are you going to be confident hitting this at red line in a race? Last year, as you pointed out, I'll give you the credit, sometimes you do come up with an interesting fact. Ruaridh did not jump this, and he won the race.
Yeah.
But he did take that line, which we've closed off, so.
He might have to jump it this year. Yeah, no, I think that we talk about it a lot, don't we, in enduro. Whenever you're gassed, your decision making and your accuracy goes out the window. You going to do this now?
I actually did it earlier with a backpack full of tape and a saw. So
Stop. Cut to video evidence of that.
Yeah, boy!
You're right, you did do it earlier. Yeah, I think once is enough, isn't it, a day?
And I bounced considerably. But yeah, we'll have a roll into it and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay then, the gully drop. Yeah. I can literally feel my heart beating in my chest. Wicked.
Now, I am not missile shock regular viewers. Going to do the gully drop. This is very much the normal human being line. Whoa. Oh, the speed Ruaridh's going to come here at. Fair play.
Woo! There's a double jump round here as well. Whoa! What do you make of that, big man?
I'd forgotten just how fast this place is. Like, we've got the jets overhead and it's proper Kenny Logan's danger zone up there, isn't it?
You're telling me.
Tell you what, from a bike geek's point of view, absolutely unreal what an enduro bike can cope with.
Yeah, really, really excited to see who comes out on top on Sunday afternoon, and yeah, we'll see what the title race looks like going into Loudenvielle.
I had a good big smile on my face the whole way down. Should we go and do one more?
Yeah, let's do another one.
Right.
Pro stage?
Pro stage, go on then, why not? You've convinced me.
Yeah, more toxic.
More toxic lover.
Here we go. So this is the pro stage on the Saturday, and then the final stage on the Sunday. Super high speed start into these little kicky tabletops. Aerodynamic.
I remember this top bit being so hard work last year. But you've got salad there at the bottom of it. But for the tech nibblers like me, makes it 100% worth just conserving a bit of energy on and getting ready for the roots and the loam.
Swing up.
Bone dry in here. There was a trace of the moisture last year, but yeah, you imagine all that really high speed, big burly bike park stuff, and then you're into this real tight, real roosty. Oh, really tough to slow down. Pick your lines really carefully the whole way down it. Ruaridh, doesn't get much more different from super fast bike park than this, does it? And we were on the same stage, but this gully section took out a lot of big names last year.
It did indeed. I mean, just look at it, there's not one line that really stands out as being a safe way down it. You've got this first kind of rocky step and then just a bunch of boulders abandoned in the middle of the trail. We saw, like you say, a few big names come a cropper here last year. Rider's line on the right, it's probably the most straightforward one into it, but it's a big drop and you do have to slow down for that.
And that wall hangs in, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we saw Harriet Harnden land to flat off that year and then ended up crashing on the flat in the bottom, lost a heap of time. Other lines, I mean, you can go to the right of this one if you're not happy with this kind of rocky step, but you know, I think it's going to be off camera and you've got to navigate over that big route, but I think you can thread the needle between the two big rocks as well. But with the ground as dry as it is, there's no confidence that's going to be there on Sunday afternoon.
No. Have you picked a winner, do you think?
Maybe not picked a winner, but I've picked a way down, I think.
I've got one, let's see what works. Right, come on. And that's how you do that, sort of. I think Ruaridh will probably have a quicker line. Alright?
Yeah, I got a wee bit out of shape into it and just, that like right-hander, so
it's tiptoes
awkward.
The whole way around.
Yeah. So the steep rocky gully navigated. We're kind of on the home stretch, but it's still very technical, very steep. We'll just pick our way down this really loamy, completely different surface. A couple of relatively big drops there.
Where are we going here? Whoa, clips the handguard. I remember there was a bit of that high risk line up here somewhere. Trying to find a way down it. Down it. It's so fast this year. Oh, and he makes an absolute, it's not unclipped. It's not unclipped. Sort of a save.
Now we're into the town section. Got some ramblers. Hey. How you doing? Good. Big bridge over the road that's got a steep exit this year. And some more loamy woods. There's a little bit of a gap over here. So the bridge taking us right into the centre of Crans-Montana. Nice.
What a way to end the stage. There we have it then. Today's course preview was brought to you by the words holes and speed. Listen, Crans-Montana is absolutely no joke, and you can catch every second of the action from EWS Crans-Montana right here on our YouTube channel, as well as on our social media channel. Subscribe now, do not miss a thing. It promises to be an absolute belter and could decide the fate of this year's title.
Cold start, which is German for cold start, and it's certainly that. Straight into this really fast single track, steep, rocky, loose, lots of lines. The gully drop.
Where are we going here? Whoa, clips the handguard.